that we here highly resolve these dead shall not have died in vain, that the nation shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
This nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom.
This nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom.
This nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom.
This nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom.
This nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom.
This nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom.
This nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom.
That this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom.
The nation shall have a new birth of freedom.
Okay, my next semi-finalist is, you know the old saying, there's no business like show business. Well, this guy has no business in show business. Here he is, the unknown Tommy.
Hey, wow, must accidentally put on my doggy bag. Hey, it's good to be here. Just flew in from Las Vegas. Got sick and nobody knew it. I'd like to do a song now dedicated to my father. Papa's got a brand new bag. That's right, I got the music in me. I got the music in me. Okay, let's get started. How did Webster invent the dictionary? He got in a fight with his wife and one word led to another. Dear news, Anita Bryant drove her car across a river yesterday. Yeah, she didn't want to take a ferry. Hey, if Ella Fitzgerald married Darth Vader, she'd be Elevator. You know, a lot of people think I'm immature. I'm not. Okay, let's take a break now for a word from our sponsor. Hi, I'm John Cameron Swayze, and this here is a Timex wristwatch. Excuse me. Takes a licking and keeps on ticking. For you right now, ladies and gentlemen, notice I am going to put this watch into this hand, and now I'm going to transfer this watch from this hand to this empty hand right before your eyes. All right, close your eyes. Just playing with your minds, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, watch is in his hand, empty hand, say the magic words, Afrikazan, Landy Kazan. Ladies and gentlemen, the watch is now in this hand. Now the most difficult part, to bring it back from this hand to this hand.
Shia LaBeouf, get your together. I'm rooting for you. It's interesting.
His face, his image is not maybe all that important, and when people walk into his art exhibition, he's not saying anything. They're the ones who are expressing themselves and maybe expressing their views on who he is.
You hear stories, and they are of legend, of how actors get into roles and how they prepare for material. And now I'm hearing these stories that you were drinking heavily on set to get into this character. How much of that is actually true?
Well, I mean, I'm a rational person. I don't just drink like a pirate and walk around set like, put me where you want me. You know what I'm saying? I would check with John about the scenes. We would schedule for those days. If there was a scene like there's a scene with me in the church, that's the day. You know, there's nothing else. And so you talk to John about what's needed and what he wants, and you shoot it a couple ways before you start. And then he says, you know, go off for 5 minutes through the woods and get there.
Yeah.
And what that means is go grab that moonshine, go get drunk, come back, when, you know, and let's shoot the scene this way. Took away a lot of my inhibitions, just made it easy to actually be in the scene and in the moment and have at it.
And so,
Raise up more that will call upon your name. Raise up those that love you and seek you and trust you. Raise them up, Lord, raise them up.
Okay, amp, let me out.
You lost your visions, yeah. You lost yourself somewhere. In case that you need some, go join the world of flesh. Let me out.
Shia LaBeouf was, of course, in Eagle Eye, and 5 years ago, he had an appearance on the Jay Leno Tonight Show, where he talked to Leno about Eagle Eye, but he said something really interesting during that interview. Watch.
I remember we had an FBI consultant on the picture telling me that they can use your ADT security box microphone to get your stuff that's going on in your house, or OnStar, they could shut your car down. And he told me that 1 in 5 phone calls that you make are recorded and logged. And I laughed at him, and then he played back a phone conversation I'd had 2 years prior to joining the picture, the FBI consultant. And it was like one of those phone calls, was like, you know, what are you wearing type of things. Really? Yeah, so it was mad weird.
Wait, so you mean... All right.
This means something.